Okay, today your assignment is to graph from points and tables. No matter where you're at today or what teacher you're with today, you need to be on your very best behavior, and this assignment is expected to be done today. All right, so we're going to be using our calculator, and on our calculator we're going to use our y equal button to input equations. Okay, so we use our y equal button. After we enter our equation, we press second and graph to see the table, and then we're going to arrow up or down to find the number that we need. We're also going to be graphing fractions. So remember, to graph a fraction, to input a fraction into the calculator, you're going to need to use alpha and y equal. We're also going to be using negatives and minus signs. You're going to use the negative sign if it is right by the equal sign. So for example, right here, negative 2x, because that negative is right by that equal sign, we're going to use the negative, which is at the bottom underneath the 3 key on your calculator. We're going to use the minus sign if it's in the middle of the expression. So 2x minus 4, since this is in the middle, we're going to use the minus sign, which is right below the multiplication sign. All right, so we are going to look at question number 9. Okay, question number 9, y is equal to negative 1/2 plus 4. So we're going to go ahead and go to y equal. Okay, go ahead and go to y equal. And I need to put in the negative sign because it's right by the equal sign. So that's at the bottom under the 3. I'm going to use alpha y equal to input that fraction 1/2. Hit enter. 1, arrow down to 2, arrow over, put in your x, and then plus 4. So we have our equation in. We're going to hit second and graph, and that's going to give us our table. And then you're just going to need to arrow up or down to find your points. Okay, so when x is negative 4, my y is 6. And I'm going to find negative 2. When x is negative 2, y is 5. When x is 0, y is 4. When x is 2, y is 3. Okay, so I have my points in my table, and I just need to graph it. So this is 0, 0. So for negative 4, I'd go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't fit on my table. No big deal. I just need 3 points to connect to make the line. So I'm going to go to the next point. Negative 2, 5. Start at 0. Go to the left. 1, 2. And then up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next number or ordered pair, 0, 4. So 0. And then I'm going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2, 3. So go to the right 2 and up 1, 2, 3. So I have my 3 points. I'm just going to connect my dots. Have my line, and I'm going to put arrows on the end of my line because my line goes on for forever. All right, so you're going to use the y equal, put in the equation, and then second and graph to get your table, and then plot your points. That's what you're doing on this side here. Okay, on the other side, we're going to look at question 7 here. And on this side, we're going to be using what we know about slope and y-intercept. So my equations are written as y is equal to mx plus b. M is the slope, and slope is the rise over the run. So that means how many up or down over how many left or right. Okay, and the b is the y-intercept, and that's the point that crosses the y-axis. So I'm going to use this information to graph this line. All right, so I'm going to pull out the slope, the m, and that's the number that's in front of the x. So I have a slope of negative 2. My y-intercept is right at the end, so it's a positive 3. When I graph from an equation, I want to graph the y-intercept first. So that's when it crosses the y-axis. So I don't go left or right. I'm just going to go straight up to 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's 1 point. Slope is rise over run. So I'm just going to make that into a fraction. So from my y-intercept, I'm going to go down 2 because it's negative. 1, 2, and to the right 1 for the one on the bottom. I'm going to do it again. Down 2, 1, 2, to the right 1. So I have my 3 points. I'm going to connect these, draw my straight line, and put my arrows at the end because this line keeps going on for forever. So on this side, you're just going to take the equation, pull out your slope and your y-intercept, plot 3 points, and draw the line. All right, let's look at number 9 really fast. On number 9, there's not a number for the y-intercept because it's 0. So your y-intercept would be 0. And your slope is going to be that negative 3/4, that number in front of the x. So that means that it's going to cross at the origin. Okay, since the y-intercept is 0, it's going to be at 0, 0. Because it's negative, I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but I need to put another point in there so I can go the opposite direction. All right, and I can go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's how I would get my 3 points. And I would draw my line and put my arrows on. Okay, you really should be able to do it this way. If you're having a hard time with this, you can always put this into your calculator and get the points from the table. But for you to be prepared for algebra next year, you really should be able to graph an equation just using the equation. Remember to be on your best behavior. Put your first and last name, your math teacher's name, and what periods you have math. Thank you.